Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today, we're reviewing another one of these co-op iced coffee drinks, and this one is just going to be on the Café Latte one. So I did also review the skinny latte, which is basically the sugar-free version of this, but now this is the full sugar version as well, to see what the difference is. Anyways, so I got this out of obviously co-op as it was, and I believe it was around £1.20 or something, which is not too bad. You know, you can get the cheaper ones in the main supermarkets, so you can certainly buy more expensive kind of ones of these in the supermarkets as well. But I mean, this was I think around £1.20, which is not too bad, and co-op is always a decent quality and a decent brand anyway. So let's give you guys a full 360 of the carton. So it's in this weird kind of Tetra Pak where it's cardboard kind of, you know, covered in shiny stuff or whatever. So it's got that weird Tetra Pak. It's really reflective, so I do apologise. I've got my ring light behind the camera and it is really reflective, so I'll try and give you guys best view of it as I can. But there, so most of the bottle is silver, as you can see, and then we've got coffee beans going around the bottle, so they're kind of going up like that, so in a nice little pattern, which is pretty cool. So they're just going up and around the bottle. On the front or the back, we just have normal co-op saying the iced coffee. On that side, we just have some information, and on the front, we have the fair trade logo, the traffic light system, and on the other side, we have the ingredients, which we'll read in a second as well. On the bottom, it's just normal, and on the top, we have a white cap, which it twists off and you can drink out of. So now, taking a close look at the drink. So co-op, Arabica bean, iced coffee, cafe latte, fair trade. So this is 330ml, which is the same size as like your normal Coke can size. And the total sugar per carton is 24 grams of sugar in total. And we'll see how much that is per 100ml in a second. So reading the ingredients, what do we have here? So high temperature, pasteurized, homogenized, sweetened milk and coffee drink. Whatever word that is, homogenized, homogenized, something like that. Anyways, ingredients, semi-skim milk, water, usual stuff, coffee powder. What do we have? So it's got fair trade certified 100% coffee. So sugar may be mixed with non-certified sugar on a mass balanced basis. Total 4.7%, full stop. The quantity of sugar required for this product is sourced, traded and audited as fair trade, ensuring sugar producers receive fair trade terms. It may be mixed with non-certified sugar so that the total matches the amount sourced as fair trade sugar. Well, that's a jumble of mismatch words. Basically saying that it's mixed with non-certified to make it certified, but by including so much certified while including non-certified to make it up in total to be certified on a mass balance scale or whatever. That's, yeah, something like that. That's really confusing. Anyways, normal person doesn't really give a crap about that anyway. Nutrition, total sugars per 100 grams is 7.2 grams of sugar. And apart from that, it just says not suitable for freezing, which I would not freeze this. But apart from that, yeah, there's nothing else on the bottom of interest. So anyways, it does say shake well, so I'm going to give it a shake and then get straight into it. So it's nice and cold, got my Zesty Lime Studios cup, so I'm going to give it a shake and get straight into it. So I do have trust in these caps, so they do not explode over me, because these caps are pretty good and they seem to not explode everywhere. And I hope they don't, because my PC screens are right there. So anyways, let's open it and hopefully it doesn't explode over me. So we all know what the colour is going to be as well. It's going to be the usual brown colour, which you'd expect, and so on and so on. And I'm simply expecting this one to be a lot sweeter as well than what the other one was. And there we go, the caps come off, no issues, no explode over me. It only seems that the cans are quite pressurised to the point where they explode everywhere, but these kind of Tetra cartons don't seem to explode, which is good, because these are good to pick up and grab and go, because they've got a nice drinks cap on the top. Right, anyways, and the colour is, surprise, surprise, it's brown, as you'd expect from a coffee drink. Right, I'll put all of it in the cup. There we go. Just put it all in there, why not? So it's only a 330ml, which is not the biggest in terms of cold coffee. You can get bigger ones, you can get much smaller ones as well. But I think the 330 for a coffee is quite well balanced, I think, in size. Right, put that to one side. So there we go, the colour is brown, although it seems a lot lighter in colour, definitely, yeah, it seems a lot lighter, but for the most part, you know, it is that usual brown colour. Thickness wise, well, remember guys, it's not a milkshake, it's not a frappe, it's not designed to be thick, it's not advertised as thick, so it's not going to be thick, and as you can see, it's literally not sticking to the glass barely whatsoever. Which is fine, because I said it's not a milkshake, it's not a frappe, so just, there we go. Anyways, let's give it a closer smell and see what it smells of. Yeah, just smells of coffee. Doesn't smell sweet though, interesting, because I know some of the other coffee brands I've reviewed, when they are full sugar, they do sometimes smell a little bit sweet, but that doesn't smell like it's got any sugar in it whatsoever, which is interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Well, nevertheless guys, let's taste some. Okay. I'm quite surprised by that actually. I am really surprised by that. So the thing is with this, because like I said, I literally reviewed the skinny latte, in fact, you know, the other day, is that, and I don't want to use this as more of a comparison video because I want that to be a kind of, you know, independent drink review and keep this as a independent drink review, but they are literally, this is the full sugar version and then there's the skinny version, which is literally the, you know, the low sugar version. But I'm telling you straight off the bat, and I don't want to spoil the video as well because you can go and watch that and give, you know, my few, watch me give my full view on that drink. But yeah, I mean, like literally to sum it up, this literally is just a bit more sugary version, which I know it literally is, but for the most part, for having that more amount of sugar in the drink, it really doesn't seem that sweet or that syrupy, which I say is really interesting because I was expecting it to be a lot more sweeter and a lot more less coffee tasting, because again, thinking of the other coffee brand drinks that I have drank, you know, over the months, years and whatever, their generally full sugar ones are a lot sweeter and a lot more, well, they're just a lot sweeter compared to this. Now, ultimately, I don't know whether that's a bad or a good thing, because, you know, drinking this and then the skinny latte, it's like, well, I'll just rather drink the skinny latte one because there's so much more sugar in that, but it doesn't really taste like it's worth all of that extra sugar, if that makes sense. So, you know, I quite like the skinny latte. You know, it had a nice, good, strong coffee taste. This is literally just a bit of a weaker coffee taste because the sugar has taken away some of that coffee flavour as such. So arguably, it would be more sweeter, but it doesn't seem sweeter. It just seems less coffee tasting, which is weird because like I said, sometimes there's that balance where you think, well, if you add sugar, it's necessarily going to be sweeter, but with this, it's almost the same sweetness level. It's just the coffee actual taste is a tad stronger in this than it is compared to the skinny latte. So I'm like, what's the point of even this one existing when the skinny latte is less sugar, better for you, and it's a stronger coffee taste? Which if you're like me that likes coffee and likes cold coffee, you'd prefer a stronger coffee taste, so I would choose a skinny latte over this one. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice and smooth and everything like that, easy to drink, don't get me wrong, there's no chemical taste, no artificial taste, or anything like that. It's fine as it is. It's literally just a little bit less stronger coffee taste than that. So, and again, comparing this to the other brands, if you wanted something a bit sweeter, then go for the other brands, like, and you can check the sugar in them. Some of them got like around 10 grams, and them extra 3-4 grams of sugar really does help out, and they do taste like of actual sugar sweet, whereas this one doesn't. So I think based on that, for these reasons, this one is definitely not worth it to drink compared to the skinny one. But it's not disgusting by any means, you know, nothing like that. It's just, yeah, just what's the point of all that extra sugar when you've just got a little bit, you know, a little bit less coffee taste? So there we go. But anyway, so on the nicest scale, I think I'll give it probably a, well, I guess 65% on the nicest, because yeah, it's just not as strong as coffee, and just what's the point? So there we go. Well, anyways, viewers, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.